Alright, what's up everybody? We back again with another video. This video is more so for people who are interested in getting into trucking right now, going forward today. I know personally, and I know if they watch YouTube, if you watch YouTube, if you are into trucking already, you probably was influenced by someone on YouTube by gathering information. I know personally people message me saying that, you know, I started trucking because of you, or I went into containers because of you, so on and so forth. But the reality of the situation is the beginning of trucking, starting trucking, is a huge sacrifice, and you're sacrificing your major time because we about to use some facts. For example, I know people talk about, you know, I went to trucker school, I paid for my schooling and all that, but that's all good. Everybody don't have that option because a lot of people that get into trucking don't have money to get started with it. So they typically go to a school who offer paying for it for you, and you end up having to sign a contract and work for them for a year or 2 years or however the case may be, which is understandable. Also, at the same time, you gain training and experience if you go to a good school, good company, and so on and so forth. So we about to skip all that. Let's say you went to a school and you went out with your trainer. Now you about to get your own truck, you about to go on your own, you about to team with somebody, or you just about to, you know, start driving the truck on your own. You're done out of training, right? You're about to start working day to day for the company. Let's say you're getting a good pay, which people would consider a high pay starting out. Let's say 45 cents a mile. 45 cents a mile solo, and you're going to be working maybe 80 hours a week because you're going to legit have 6 days a week running hard, running on recaps. You know, when you shut down for the night, you take a 10-hour break and you're back at it. So that's only going to allow you to run maybe 2,500 miles a week. A lot of people can get 3,000 if the truck goes fast enough and the company you're with, they're good at planning, keeping you rolling, but none of that's on average. On average, 2,500 miles a week is what you're going to get, maybe a little less, and you're making 45 cents a mile. So let's use some real numbers here, right? I'm going to highball it a little bit. We're going to say you're getting that 2,500 miles consistently a week. You're with a good company, you're getting it consistently, and you're making 45 cents a mile. 45 cents a mile. I know somebody said, oh, you can go over here, you can make 50 cents a mile, all that good stuff. Let's talk about company pay, because I talk to a lot of drivers, you know, they get 45 cents a mile, 50 cents a mile. Okay, so for the week, okay, that's at what? $11.25 a week. Take taxes out of that. I don't know what your taxes be, it varies. So let's say you're taking 900 bucks home a week. For 900 bucks, 80 hours a week, you're away from your family, you're sleeping on a truck every night, and this is by yourself. This ain't if you're teaming or whatever. This is your solo, 2,500 miles a week on an average. At 45 cents a mile, you're bringing home 900 bucks. So we're gonna say 1,000, right? $1,000 a week company driver for OTR drivers. So that's why it's a sacrifice. When you're sacrificing that kind of time, get experience in the training that you need to get that 1 year or 2 years driving experience, because your ultimate goal is to go local, get paid by the hour, be home every night, or buy your own truck, start leasing it onto a company, getting into all your own authority and all that stuff. All of those are your long-term goals, right? But in the beginning, that is the sacrifice that you're gonna have to make regardless. I know somebody might say you're gonna go to Pepsi and you can drive local, start off local. So $900 a week, divide that by the 80 hours a week that you're gonna work, that's $11 an hour. And you're not home, you're sleeping on the truck, and you have to pay for your food and take care of yourself and living expenses while you're away. So you're sacrificing. That's $11 an hour. And I bring all this up because we talk about the trucking business, and this is just the reality of it when you're getting starting out. For 2019, it's an article out about how the trucking industry was a bloodbath because the rates are so low. And they give a good example of why the rates were low, right? Because when demand is high, trucking companies tend to buy a lot of trucks and hire new drivers in anticipating of profit to come. So big mega couriers always hiring for truck drivers, hiring for me, hiring for you, right? Because they intending that the market is going to be big. They want to have enough trucks in places so that they can, you know, keep up with the demand. And once the supply of the trucks and the drivers catch up to the demand, the rates fall off, making that investment hard to pay off. When rates fall off and you going into your own authority. We leased a truck from the carrier who hired us. They brought this brand new truck, brand new 2019 Freightliner that you're driving, and you're paying, you know, $1,000 a week for it, right? You're paying for the fuel costs of that truck. You know, they're taking the repairs out of your check when the truck, something happens to it. You know, this is what you can expect when you want to get into trucking right now. And that's just me being 100% upfront and honest with you guys. Give a damn what nobody says, okay? So, go into it realistically, because at the end of the day, you could go into it with the right focus and the right determination and create your own career out of it based on what your personal goals is and where you're trying to go. Now, if your goal is to get with a great company, get benefits, medical, dental, get with a good local company, that's all fine and dandy. You can make $80,000 a year, and then all of those expenses will be on the company. You'll just get your check and you can go home. But you're not gonna get $80,000, 70, 60 starting out, going into trucking. You're not gonna get that starting out into trucking brand new. You're gonna sacrifice and you're gonna be making 11 bucks an hour. So this video is not at all negative at all. I'm just letting my people know, I'm letting you guys know who's getting into trucking, starting out, wanting to do this brand new and fresh. I'm giving you the 100% honest information, because last year, 2019, no matter what anybody says, it was a horrible year for the trucking game. Horrible.
I think the key to higher earnings in trucking for all those truck drivers that we were just talking about is more productivity. And as you guys mentioned, it's extremely fragmented. There are hundreds of thousands of small trucking companies across the country moving millions of truckloads per day. And to make that all happen, they drive a lot of empty miles, they sit at different warehouses waiting for their appointment. And when it's that fragmented, it's hard to make everything work efficiently.
And if you still here, you still rolling, and everything's still going good for you, you know, we was able to make a way, you know, and tread lightly through all the obstacles and stuff that 2019 trucking had to offer. And we still here today. And we're gonna push forward into 2020, bigger and better than ever. So keep your head up, stay strong in the game, and always pursue your goals and overcome those obstacles, and you will make it to where you want to go. That's all I got to say. And as always, I appreciate you guys for watching my videos, and until the next one, see you in the next video.